Today on the show, we talk about an MVP and why it's great to model your first project. Okay, today was an awesome, amazing day. We got a chance to basically give them their first assignment. Now, one of the things I'm really passionate about is giving them a very short amount of time to work on that first project. I like, that whole saying, constraints lead to creativity. I constrain them to a certain area. And that certain area this time is our library. We just have a new furniture, new flex seating, a lot of things. And I said, no matter what, it has to be boiled down to what we're going to do about this, whether you want to attract a new audience, whether you want to make announcements on the school, you want to give tutorials, whatever. Anyway, they were constrained to that idea. The thing that I love is that I gave them some time, a very brief amount of time. We're talking 15 minutes for them to pick their own groups fast, get out there and decide what they need to do. Now, they've had a little bit of training on empathy mapping and some of these other things, but they went out there and they quickly understood what they wanted to do. The second part of it is that I wanted them to tell me what their MVP was. That stands for, of course, minimum viable product. So when they said they had this idea to produce a video, I said, okay, what are you going to do? And they more or less said they were going to rapidly, with their phone or with their iPad, make a video. And if they said we wanted theme music, they would hum it in the background. If they said we wanted a drone shot, they kind of would hover it above. They went through this process. Then I had up on the board what is always our proposal onboarding. Because on the proposal, I want to make sure they're looking ahead. I want to make sure they know what they're doing every day and working backwards. So if they think that their project is going to be 6 weeks, I want them to give me a 6-week goal, but then work backwards, because every one of our projects is always 2 weeks long. And we do them 2 weeks because that is enough time that after 2 weeks you can adjust and we can reflect and adjust. And today was one of those days where they're starting to get it. Because even when some of the students had some bad ideas, because after I gave them that brief amount of time, they started giving me feedback on what they should do. And then the groups were telling me, that might not be a good idea because of this. Or you might want to consider that. And that is proof that they're getting the culture. Nobody got snippy today. And even on some of the things we're like, okay, I kind of like that idea, but have you thought about this? So they went through, everybody kind of out loud went through the proposal on the board. We gave feedback, and some groups are like, wow, we already need to make a pivot. They said the word pivot. They're getting it. So, in those groups, I said, you know what, go back out there and work and brainstorm more and redefine it. That's why next week, they only get 2 days to come out with their MVP. And after their MVP is over, really I'm doing this, that if they decide that this MVP was just a fun experiment, they're done. But if they think their MVP is worth carrying out, I'm going to give them more time to do it. No matter what, I think this is a great way to always start off a Genius Hour. Always have them do a project that is commonly themed together. Model the process, go over it, and then everybody at the end of that small amount of time will give their, I hate to say TED Talk, but give their presentation on their MVP. And we kind of voted up or voted down whether you should continue or not. Anywho, today was massively awesome. I'm getting them to get the culture and getting them down on the process even faster. If you want me to share with you the proposal and what we do, I will happily email that to you. But no matter what, the turnaround time this year has been amazing. I'm telling you, you're going to see some massively important things come out of this class this year. Hopefully that's not too much of a humble brag. Also, we're starting to get a lot more questions come in. Thank you to the people that are starting to ask public questions. I'll do a mail time next week. I've already kind of eyed up who I'm going to be sending the book to, but we're not done yet. So if you have a question on our Facebook page, I select 1 or 2 questions. I'm going to select at least 1 book a week, and I will mail it out to you happily, no expense. I'm really, really excited when you guys are sharing this, because the community will keep getting bigger and bigger, and then people will start giving great advice. I'm wanting to share and document some of what your students are doing as well. So if you think you have some videos for me, I would be happily honored to share those videos on this channel as well. This is Don Wettrick, really energized because opportunities are everywhere. Thanks. We'll see you tomorrow.